أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وإذ قال موسى لفتاه لا أبرح حتى أبلغ مجمع البحرين أو أمضي حقبا Surah-Al-Kahfi, Surah 18, Ayat 60. Dear brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We are once again at a very important juncture as far as this surah, Surah-Al-Kahfi is concerned, Surah Kahf is concerned. That is because we are on the verge of starting with story number 4. I hope you remember the pattern that we discussed about. This story is, this chapter, this surah is arranged in such a way that there are 5 stories and there are 6 messages. Message, story, and it continues and it ends with message. So 5 stories. In between each story, in between 2 stories is a message, and before the first story and after the last story is a message. So 6 messages in all. So at this point of time, we have already covered, so how many stories did we cover? We covered 3 stories till now. That means we have covered 4 messages till now. This is 4th story, the story of Khidr alayhi salam. You could also call this story of Musa alayhi salam, but the primary architect of this story is Khidr alayhi salam. Or you can also say the story of Musa alayhi salam and Khidr alayhi salam. Or the story of Musa alayhi salam, Joshua alayhi salam and Khidr alayhi salam. Okay, let's get started. So, وَإِذْ قَالَ Musa, and remember when Musa alayhi salam said لِفَتَهُ, to his boy. Fatahu, if you remember, the pre-introduction to the story of the companions of the cave, verse number 9 and 10, what was it? أَمْ حَسِبْتَ أَنَّ أَصْحَابَ الْكَهْفِ وَالرَّقِيمِ كَانُوا مِنْ آيَاتِنَا عَجَبًا إِذْ أَوَى الْفِتْيَةُ إِلَى الْكَهْفِ فَقَالُوا رَبَّنَا آتِنَا مِنْ لَدُنْكَ رَحْمَةً وَهَيِّئْ لَنَا مِنْ أَمْرِنَا رَشَدًا. إِذْ أَوَى الْفِتْيَةُ, so fityatu, so that's the plural, the youths. Fatahu is the singular form of that. So Fatahu we can translate as boy or young boy. I mean, young boy would not make that much of a sense. Boy itself is a young man. So young man, or in the modern context, you could consider him to be Musa alayhi salam's, what should I say, assistant or even better, apprentice, something like that. So you get what I'm trying to suggest. This boy, obviously the name of the boy is not mentioned. The name of Khidr alayhi salam is not mentioned, the teacher of Musa alayhi salam. So this boy is not mentioned, but we come to know from history and from various sources that this boy was a boy named Joshua in the English language. In the Arabic, we call him Yusha bin Nun, Yusha the son of Nun. So, I mean, if we were to just narrate the story in very brief terms, he later on, after the passing away of Musa alayhi salam, after the demise of Musa alayhi salam, after the death of Musa alayhi salam, Joshua became a prophet. So there were 2 persons after Musa alayhi salam who were righteous. One was Joshua and the other was Caleb or Salib. You heard Salibi, so that term is derived from Caleb. Joshua and Caleb or Salim, whatever you want to call it, I don't know. So this pronunciation is not that important at this point of time. The story and the message itself is more important. And there's a whole story. So we don't want to go into that. So this story again begins is Musa, and remember, is Musa, and when Musa alayhi salam said, but as I told you, this construct, the word implied, remember, is sort of implied. And we gave you the reason in one of the previous verses when this construct appeared. And remember when Musa alayhi salam said to his boy, Lifatahu, to his boy, La abrahu, La abrahu. Now, La abrahu, so La is negation, and abrahu is in the present future tense in the first person. So, I will not quit. You can say I will not leave, that is also okay. And in the dictionary meaning, one of the things is given, if abrahu is, if it comes with La, negation, then it means to continue. And that will also become important. So, I will not leave. I will continue. All of these are okay. I will not quit. Perhaps emphasizes it better and fits in this context the best. The word that best describes la abrahu according to me is not quit. Hatta until ablugha, I reach majma al-Bahrain. Bahrain, it's not talking about the country Bahrain. Bahrain, they call it. The English speaking people. But anyway, this Bahr means sea, and al-Bahraini is the two seas, and Majma is basically an ism al-Zarf, which means it's a place, or it can represent a time, for Jama, the concept of Jama. Jama means gathering, right? So Jama, gathering place, we can say. Gathering place of the two seas. Or in easier English, you can say the junction point of the two seas, or the junction of the two seas, because junction itself is a point where two things or more things converge or meet. So what does Musa al-Islam say? And remember when Musa al-Islam said to his boy Joshua, I will not quit until I reach the junction of the two seas. Or amdiya. Amdiya, again, it can mean to continue. Hukuban, it's normally translated as for ages. I will continue for ages. That is the normal translation. I'll give you a little more in-depth meaning now. But if we just substitute la abrahu as to continue and ambiya to continue, again, the words in the Arabic language, that actually there are two words behind this English translation, is not interpretable if you use complete and complete in both the occasions. So la abrahu, because negation is there, though continue is a valid translation according to the dictionary, according to lexicon. Lexically it is correct. Dictionary wise it is correct, but this is, I feel it's better. So it's a mission, and I will not quit in this mission. So that emphasizes, and amdi, again, it's a sort of a mission, so I will pursue this mission. So that emphasized connotation is coming through with the proper choice of words. To continue is okay, but to pursue this mission is implied, it's not explicitly mentioned. And hukuban, we need to understand. Hukub, what is hukub? Now hukub is again, if you see most of the translators or scholars, they translate as for ages or for eons, for epochs, something like that. Forever, some people have translated. But we need to understand the term hukm. Hukm is singular, which means 80 years, literally speaking. But what 8 years indicates is basically a lifetime. That's the normal lifespan of a human being. The plural of hukm is ahqab. It's the standard plural. And hukub, the qaf with a dhamma, and the other one was a qaf with a sukoon, huk. And this is hukub. So this is also a non-standard way to form the plural of hukm. And this is emphasized for lifetimes. So this signifies the significance of this journey of Musa alayhi salam, how much importance he attaches to it, associates with it. So that sort of connotation is being emphasized, implied by using a non-standard plural for lifetime. So even if I have to continue on this journey, and remember, Musa alayhi salam was a prophet at that point of time, and something happened. The backdrop is also important. Maybe I'll give you the backdrop tomorrow. So this, for a short verse, this suffices as a introduction. Just one or two more points we will talk. One point is, if you want to understand Islamic spirituality, there is no better way than to start with this story, this history that is present in Suwratul-Kahfi. The basis of Islamic spirituality is Suwratul-Kahfi, specifically this story, this history, the story of Khidr al-Islam. So that is it then. We can talk a lot more, and I'll give you snippets of information as and how we proceed. That's good enough for an introduction, and what context arose that led Musa al-Islam to this journey, so that he is so firm in his mission, in his determination, we'll come to know. So we'll read it as always one more time rather, and read it in a running, free-flowing English translation. وَإِذْ قَالَ مُوسَى لِفَتَهُ لَا أَبْرَحُ حَتَّى أَبْلُغَ مجمع البحرين أو أمضي حقبا. And remember, Musa alayhi salam said to his boy, I will not quit until I reach the junction of the two seas, or I pursue this mission for lifetimes.